Season 3, Episode 16, The Waiting Room. We start off in a hotel where a couple just got married and their groom's father has brought them to the same hotel that he spent his honeymoon at. The roads are closed off and there's a snowstorm, so they won't be leaving soon. The first shot is of the upstairs of the hotel, and this is where we will be spending the episode. Already, the set design sets the right mood. As you can see, there are 4 doors that lead to 4 separate rooms, and throughout the episode, the characters will be constantly running in between them. Because in this hotel, it really matters what room you are in. This is another serious episode, and Monsters does this well. Already something seems off. Why would a father be tagging along on his son's honeymoon? And the father seems to be a little jittery when the lights go off.
Has it changed much?
No. Hasn't changed at all. As a matter of fact, the paintings are the same.
You mean you put us in your old room?
You'll be interested to know that your husband was conceived in this room.
Huh. How interesting.
And it was snowing the night your mother and I were here. And the wind was blowing just like...
The son who got married, John, says it's bad luck to go into a dark room. Foreshadowing? But that's exactly what he does, and he ends up being taken by a ghost. Benjamin the father doesn't really seem very surprised. He has a secret that slowly unravels. He cheated on his wife with a ghost. This episode is well written and well thought out, but maybe a little confusing. Luckily, I am here to sum it up. Benjamin, the dad, bangs a ghost lady, then promises her that he is not trying to give her the hit and run, when really the ghost just wants a long-term relationship, and she ends up getting pregnant from their one rendezvous. But Benjamin tries to abandon the kid, and the ghost follows him around. She appears randomly inside of closets, bedrooms, bathrooms, asking him to take care of the baby. She doesn't even want child support, just him to accept that the baby is his. Until, one day, Benjamin finds a way to not see her. If he enters a room that is dark, she appears, but if the room is lit, the ghost cannot appear. So he has lived his whole life making sure the light is always on when he enters a room.
Always. I've been by myself for a long time. Benjamin, you seem like a nice man.
Well, thank you.
I'd like a nice man to stay with me. To keep me warm when the wind blows. Will you come back?
Yes, but I've gotta go now. Go back to sleep.
Promise me you'll come back.
I promise, but go back to sleep.
Benjamin, will you give me a child and will we be together always?
There's no doorknob. How does the door open?
Tell me. Promise me.
I promise. On my honor.
To leave a door half open, half closed. A terrible thing. Remember your promise. For both of us. I'll wait for you.
You know, I think most relationships can take one bout of infidelity, but on your wedding night, that's kind of a hard sell. Might just want to call it quits. Or just join a throuple or something. Benjamin should just accept he's not ready for marriage. So while you want to be against the ghost, Benjamin is so selfish, you're kind of rooting for him to die. His son also gets kidnapped by the ghost, and he doesn't seem to care at all. He doesn't try to save his son or do anything. Luckily, Benjamin's wife devises a plan to save her husband. Will Benjamin fall for it? Yeah, probably. He's kind of dumb.
Hello? Can you hear me? You've taken my husband away. You've taken what's mine. Give him back and I'll see that you get what you want. Can you hear me? Please, if you're there, answer me. Hello?
Promise.
What did you say?
promise about my Benjamin?
Yes. Yes, I promise.
He promised too. Torn apart by his promise. Torn apart by what should have been and what has been.
I swear to you. Oh, God. John.
Keep your promise.
Yay! The husband John gets released by the ghost on the condition she gets Benjamin. You can think of it as a prisoner exchange. They do a lot with the various rooms and pack a lot of action into 22 minutes. You never know when someone opens the door if the ghost is going to be there or what she will look like. She sometimes looks like the chick from a Whitesnake video, and other times Toothface, with half her face starting to peel off. This is one of my favorite episodes. It's actually scary. In fact, I would say it's the scariest of the series. It's mostly bloodless, but does tension right. The idea of constantly having to keep the lights on, or else the ghost takes over the room, seems to harken back to Nightmare on Elm Street. The wife, Catherine, cleverly starts removing the bulbs out of the lamps, making it more likely that Benjamin will be plunged into darkness. In Nightmare on Elm Street, you don't dare go to sleep. In the waiting room, you better hope there's not a blackout.
See what you've done to me, Benjamin? But I've kept faith with you, Benjamin. I've kept myself for you. Just for you. Yes. Bring your papa here. He's come to stay with us.
I heard you scream. What happened?
Nothing. Never mind.
You all right?
Get back into bed. Yes, I'm fine. Just get back into bed.
Neil Marshall Stevens was the writer of The Waiting Room. He wrote the screenplay for 13 Ghosts and a bunch of B-movies. Head of the Family, Shrieker, The Shrunken City. John Saxon played the dumb dad Benjamin, who you could say is a mainstay in horror movies, playing Lieutenant Thompson in Nightmare on Elm Street and Roper in Enter the Dragon, and a few more. Alright, that's it for this video. In 2 weeks, we will cover 3 more episodes of Season 3. We're almost done. Episode 17, Leavings. Episode 18, Desirable Alien. And Episode 19, A Face for Radio.